exactly is going on with Nigerians' bilateral relationship, international relation with other countries of the world?
Something is happening all over the world against Nigerians holding Nigerian passports as a whole.
In fact, getting admission into the Japanese language school is now one of the most difficult procedures in Japan right now. And guess what? This is only for Nigerians.
What is really going on with Nigeria international relationship with other countries, not just African countries? We all know that Burkina Faso, Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa have issues already in Africa. A lot of countries currently international, just which the US banned Nigeria from entering their country. Currently, they have even added citizenship. You guys, a lot is happening. Currently, Japan. Hey, I'm going to be allowing you guys to hear the reason why Japan is banning Nigeria or not giving Nigerians admission in the school. But before we do that, please do well by liking this video, subscribe, and share. Let's check out these videos together.
Finally, the names of people that can enter America is out. Jesus. I checked the list. Ghana is not part, but Nigeria did. They say we should not enter America because we are terrorists. Because of Tinubu. Because of Tinubu, we cannot go to America. America banned us. But if you have this passport, you can enter America, but Ghana can enter. Why? Because he says, let's John Jamani Mahama, white with Honorable Meku Bleku Meku Lekunu Moata. They went for a meeting and they told them that allow Ghanaians to come to America freely. But Nigeria, Tinubu, they sleep. They find Abajo, they jump. Jesus. But Mahama, since Mahama enter everything they want. Stable light for Ghana, good road for Ghana, a 24-hour economy, everything just a work. Mama, and our president, Mama, please come and help your country. You are a chief, honorable doctor, ambassador, President Mahama, one of Nigeria. Please come and help us, Jesus. Because since you enter, dollar no get value for Ghana again. Naira no get value. Now see this. They beat dollar. See this, they beat dollar. Why dollar they beat us for Nigeria? Dollars will kill us. Now we not go America. Oh Jesus, I want to go Nigeria now.
I am worried. I am really worried for our people, and I think we need to do better. My heart is heavy. As you know, I started making inquiries about Japanese language schools for people who are interested in coming to Japan to study the Japanese language. Before now, Japanese language schools used to be one of the easiest ways to relocate or migrate to Japan. You were not required to pay your tuition or hostel fee before coming to Japan. All you needed was the the application fee, enrollment fee, and once your COE is out, you go get your visa, and then when you come to Japan, as you start studying, you can pay your tuition and accommodation fee. But now everything has changed. In fact, getting admission into the Japanese language school is now one of the most difficult procedures in Japan right now. And guess what? This is only for Nigerians. Yes, only for Nigerians. This week, I reached out to 10 Japanese language schools, asking them about admission procedures for international students, overseas students, people who are planning to come in from outside of Japan. And 8 out of 10 of those Japanese language schools told me that they do not admit Nigerian students. I was shocked. I started doing my research. I started asking questions. I asked some of the language schools. Some of them were hesitant to talk. And then I think one of them told me that Nigerian students have abused the privilege. Nigerian students will come in from Nigeria. As soon as they land Japan, they would abscond. They will not attend language class. They will not pay their tuition. They will not pay for the accommodation. Everything that has been preserved and prepared for them before coming, they would, even from the airport, many of them would abscond. They won't even go to the language school where they got admission. Initially, they changed their rules and their requirements and asked that you must pay tuition before coming into Japan. You must pay your tuition fee, your accommodation fee before you get visa to come. Even at that, when they pay, is that many of them are not attending classes? Is it that they don't, they just attend for a few months and they abscond? Is just horrible, to the point that they had to ban Nigerian students from getting admission into language schools in Japan. And before you start saying, oh, it's not their money, so long as they paid, it doesn't work like that. Japan is a very strict country. The Ministry of Education is actually supervising those language schools who have the privilege to admit students from abroad. There are only very few language schools that have that opportunity, that privilege of bringing in students from abroad. And the Ministry of Education is highly interested in those schools and supervises their activities, monitors and supervises very strictly. If you do not have up to 90% of attendance, like your student do not have up to 90% of attendance, they will withdraw your license. You won't be able to bring in foreign students anymore. And many of these schools, their major clients are usually international students from China, Vietnam, the surrounding African country, surrounding Asian countries, and a few other African countries. So you see, withdrawing license from them is such a big deal because many people who are already in Japan already understand Japanese language to some extent. So they make their money mostly from international students. Now imagine you coming to spoil their business for them. So they had to reach an agreement with the Ministry of Education by telling them that they are no longer going to accept Nigerian students. How shameful. I am really embarrassed and sad about this development. Why can't we do better? Why? Is everything about money? Is everything about money? You come in through a door and then you shut that door against your brothers and sisters? You shut that door for the remaining people who should use this same opportunity that you use because of your selfishness. It's very bad. We need to start doing better as Nigerians, as Africans, to start, projecting a very good image and integrity. Because I'm sick and tired. We are the first to complain, oh, they hate us, they do this, they're discriminating against us. But check yourself. What has led to their decision or their stereotype against you? We really need to do better. Please and please, for those of you contacting me for language school and admission into Japan, if you know that you're not ready to study, you don't want to come, at least that 1 year, sacrifice it and learn the language, go to the school that you actually came in for. Then after that, you can do whatever you like. You can continue to live in Japan after studying for as long as you can. Why do you want to spoil the chances of other people? And then you don't know that learning the language gives you an edge. If you know the Japanese language, you have more opportunities than people who are even PhD holders in this country that do not understand or read and write the Japanese language. You have opportunities and access to so many companies who are looking for people who are proficient in Japanese, because this is a Japanese country. They don't care about your degree and all of that if you cannot speak their language, because you'll be useless to them. So you don't know that learning that language actually gives you an opportunity. That money that you're looking for, that you think you can get on the streets, you will actually get double and triple of it if you actually go through that language school that you actually came for. So please, this is a plea to all of us Africans, my brothers and sisters, wherever you are. If you're planning to come into Japan through language school, please and please endeavor, try your best to see that you attend. Not only attend, you have a very good record of attendance. Meet the 90% attendance. Be there. Learn and graduate like others, so that we do not close the opportunities for others who are, it might be your brothers or your sisters tomorrow trying to come in, or even your children, and you have shut the door against them because of your selfishness. Please, let's do better. Thank you.
Now, Nigeria. Now, y'all already got a goddamn live suspension ban for hours. And now, you got a Nigerian fucking couple done kidnapped the ICE agent that tried to come and get them. Then I strolled the comments, they talking about it was Homeland Security. What's wrong with y'all? What are y'all doing? Beep, beep.
What exactly is going on with Nigerians' bilateral relationship? What is going on with Nigerians' international politics, international relation with other countries of the world? Now we are seeing a surge in denial rates or higher scrutiny of Nigerians, even the ones with dual citizenship. Once you have anything to do with Nigeria, with your green passports, you are prone to being scrutinized differently from other citizens of the world. What exactly is going on with Nigeria? And this keeps declining. And this affects thousands of Nigerians. And regardless of your political affiliation, regardless of your tribe, regardless of your religion, this affects Nigerians. And I think at this point, everybody needs to wake up. This is a wake-up call. That is Nigeria great again? Is Nigeria still the giant of Africa? Why exactly are all these factors declining? The international relation is declining. The bilateral relationship is declining. And when you talk about smart people, you talk about intellect, you talk about Nigerians. Now when you have marriage certificate from Nigeria, they question you. When you have everything, documents from Nigeria, they question you. They scrutinize you separately, differently. Now this is divided into two categories. While the politicians have their major role, most especially the leaders, people in the corridor of power, people steering governance in Nigeria, they have their role to play. Begin to do what is right by the people. And the people themselves, una too do. Nigerians abroad, una too do. You people want to go to country and start living loud and even start doing things that you people are not supposed to do. It is this same you people that will be using your account for people where they Nigeria, where they do wire. This is not looking good for Nigerians. And Nigerians, anywhere you see yourself, project yourself well. Because how people see you is actually how people see the whole country. You are a representative of that country. And this is declining, even when you have dual citizenship. I just hope this doesn't get very bad. And people should take out tribalism from all of these things. Take out political affiliation from all of these things. Because things they happen. Things they happen.
Something is happening all over the world against Nigerians holding Nigerian passports as a whole. But many are not aware. Now, Trump saying that he's adding Nigeria to the list is nothing compared to what is already going on. Sometime last year, I'm trying to remember the country I was trying to apply for visa. Either Mexico or Portugal, I can't remember. But in Mexico, when I went to their websites, because I was looking at people, I can't remember the country, I don't want to be wrong. But that country, I was trying to check Nigerian passport holders with British residency, whether you can apply or whether there's some special conditions that allow you to go without visa. When I opened the country's website, they were allowing other country nationals who require visa to that country but have British residency. Yes, you can go with your British residency, except Nigeria. It was written in red. I said, why except Nigeria? Now, last year, I went to Qatar. Hey God, Nigerians don't understand what is going on. There has to be an uprising. I went to Qatar last year. My visa, I applied as a resident because they ask you, are you a British resident, whatever. Yes, apply under A3. I applied under A3. 24 hours, I got my visa. I did 2 times to Qatar. 24 hours, I got my visa. Guys, Qatar. They're not giving Nigerians again like that, oh. Hey, Father Lord, as Dubai denied me, I said, okay, make I just go Qatar now. The plan was to enter Qatar with the kids. Then being Qatar, their dad will come in and take them to Dubai so that Jenny can go and see the tallest building in the world. That was my plan. I've applied now. It's been 3 weeks. Qatar never answered me. I'm asking somebody, an agent. The agent say, it's the same thing for all the Nigerians that you apply for. Qatar, no, they answer again. Do you guys understand what is going on? The other day, Ghana. Very soon, Ghana is going to start. You will start requiring visa to go to Ghana. Very, very soon. Ghana. This country deported some Israel deported some 3 Ghana people. Deported them to back to Ghana. You know what Ghana did? Ghana will get president, we get balls. Because I don't know what we get as president. You know what Ghana did? Ghana also did the same thing. Turned back Israelis at the airport. Back. You're not going to disgrace my country members. Israeli presidents. They had to stop. Israel had to apologize to Ghana. As it stands, before you fit go get Ghana passport, now they know they give Nigerians again. God, oh, if you never collect your British passport, just say, make God help us, make all of us quickly. 2027 is coming. You go still carry religion, carry tribalism for head. But the world is turning against us. A country that is filled with intelligent people. Now animals, they rule now. The world is turning against us. A country that is all over the world. If you see those who are carrying first, if you see those who are doing great things, those who are breaking ground. Nigerians. How come with such our brilliant mind, they see they turn their back? What is going on? Now I do not blame the world though. See, because some of una no good. Make they talk the truth. Make I speak for preaching English because I get Americans where they follow me. As that's a shame. Some of una look good. Una go, they carry una bad character. They walk around the world. They carry, now nobody wants to deal with your shit. Nobody wants to deal with your shit. One motto that I have personally as a human being. You see, one motto that I have. I know that Nigeria has bad name. So what I do, I feel is one person at a time. One person at a time. That's why when I'm dealing with international people, international partners, I go over and above to be straight, to be honest, to be timely, to for them to say, oh, Nigeria has bad name. Oh. But there was this lady that I dealt with, though. Her name is Choma. That lady made me start to think twice about the bad name Nigerians have, because I have dealt with her and she was good. You see, if all of us, one by one person at a time, can begin to do this. I have dealings right now with a Ghana person, and when he wanted to deal with me initially, he didn't want to do it because he had said, I be Nigeria. He said, Nigeria. But the person that recommended me say, this one is different. And I made sure, just day before yesterday, I paid him the share of his money. I paid him the share of his money for the business that we are doing. And some payments that he was not aware of that came in, I still, everything, CSV file. I said that go the guy. I said, these are the payments that you were not aware of. This came through this other link. This came through this. He said, wow. You're so honest. I didn't even know. I said, you don't need to know. As long as you're dealing with me, I'm going to be honest. As straight as an arrow. Guys, it don't bad. We don't carry bad name, we don't carry bad name. It's all over the world, but we can change it. We might not change it completely in our generation, but we can start one person at a time. Begin to be honest, begin to be straight, begin to do the right thing, one person at a time. If we can do this, maybe, just maybe, our children, because our generation is over for us, but maybe our children can have a chance where the world will not alienate them, where the world will not give them a blanket sanction, where the world countries quietly will not give them special conditions. Imagine me calling the hotel in Dubai. Normally, when you book a 5-star hotel in Dubai, then go do visa for you. I called the hotel to help me with my visa. They said, what country passport are you using? I said, Nigeria. They said, I'm sorry, Nigeria has special conditions. Why? One person at a time. That fast money where you won't get, that thing where you won't do, where you know say, if they find that say you be Nigerian, it gonna make all of us look bad. Don't do it. It might not be for you. Think about your children. The world is turning against us. The world, this will not be giant. We not be giant they go, no. We ain't giant, no bullshit. We are not giant. There is nothing giant about us. Let us be honest with ourselves. One person at a time, we can change the narrative.
Nigerians are the main issue, are the main problem of Nigeria, not the government. Let me explain. Now, the people in people's country is not the government that is in these countries, is the individuals, which are the citizens of Nigeria. When you commit a crime, you are being referred from where you come from, which is a Nigerian man or a Nigerian woman did this. So therefore, you are tarnishing your country's image first before your own image. So, who is now doing who? It is you. So when you are going out of your country, know you are the first ambassador of your country. You are the first person selling market for your country. So when you go to people's country and misbehave just like the way you misbehave in your country, and you think people will tolerate you like that, I feel like at this point, Nigeria should just learn their lesson, and every other country should just be chasing Nigeria back to their country. Let them come and learn how to behave, how to build, and how to maintain. Yes, because Nigeria take this the arrogant attitude to people's country. Imagine a couple, a Nigeria couple, a Nigeria couple kidnapping ICE agents, you guys that came to arrest them because of their paper, they can't kidnap them. What they used to do in Nigeria, they've taken it to the US. Hey, this is so bad. Normally, the reason why this lady is currently complaining is because Japan used to be very easy to get admission when it comes to Nigeria. Now, they are putting out restriction measures, more especially just for Nigerians alone. Only for Nigeria. Every other people in the continent can use that smooth method. But this restriction method is just for Nigeria. Hey, I just feel like Nigeria should just change your character, change your attitude, your money monger, Yahoo, ritual, everything na your head, they are shower, everything. Destroying your country's image. A lot of people now be that is the leader that is. It's not the leader, it's the people. I'm just so angry. I don't want to continue. But let me know your thoughts on this video. People are restricting Nigeria. In fact, Nigeria is banned for countries. Let me know your thoughts on the comment section. I'm simply Lilian. Please do by liking this video. It helps the algorithm to push it to more people. Please share this video and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.